Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Ben Bateman. This is Eric Weidetz, and we are here to talk to you guys today about Highlander Gauntlet. Highlander Gauntlet is the most powerful and challenging deck building format in the world. This is a format that is suited for both casual and competitive players. Now, this is a format that encourages variety, it rewards creativity, and it allows you to play the most powerful strategies in the history of Magic the Gathering. This format was created like probably a little more than 10 years ago.
Yep.
A bunch of pro players, some really high-level players. We all kind of came together and said, you know what, I'm kind of sick of Standard. I'm sick of this 1v1 stuff where all the decks feel the same, the meta is super figured out. I want something that's a little less rock, paper, scissors. I want a format where I can make any deck that I want tier 1. I want a format where my decks have to be able to answer literally any threat on the board, and there's no such thing as ignoring bad matchups. You have to be able to answer it all. That is what Highlander Gauntlet is.
All right, so to get started, you have to build yourself a gauntlet. A gauntlet consists of 6 singleton decks that are 100 cards each. The catch is that you can only have 1 copy of any spell or non-basic land across your entire gauntlet. So 6 decks can only have 1 copy of any spell in it.
It's almost like if you broke a cube into pieces and then built 6 singleton decks out of your cube. That's kind of what this would feel like, high power level.
Very similar. Now, this ends up being a deck builder's dream because finding the balance of where to place your powerful cards, how to balance your mana fixing, and even just choosing what colors you want to play all plays into how well your gauntlet is going to activate. So now Gauntlet is a 1 versus 1 game. So if I'm going to play against Ben here, I'll bring my Gauntlet and I'll roll a dice to randomly decide which of my decks I'm going to play, and he will do the same. Those 2 decks will then play each other. You're going to roll every single time you're having a game. So in a normal 2 out of 3 round matchup, you'll be playing up to 3 of your decks.
It creates the most diverse experience in deck building and competition you'll probably ever experience in 1v1. And you may ask, what kind of cards can I play? What's banned? Well, the answer, you can play just about anything. The only stuff that we avoided when we decided to put this together was cards that we didn't think we were going to be able to get our hands on, really expensive stuff. So the reserve list is banned, everything else is legal, and it is the only and first reserve list banned list sanctioned format.
Now wait, did you say sanctioned?
Yes, the very first premier sanctioned Gauntlet tournament is going to be happening this summer at Magic Fest Vegas in August. We're so excited to be working with the channel on this. More details on that to come later, but you guys will be able to build yourself a gauntlet, bring it with you, face off against strangers for the first time in a brand new format, a format that we are taking public for the first time. We're so hyped to bring our gauntlets and go against you guys. So
yeah,
you kind of guys may be wondering, what type of cards will you see? You know, what type of strategy do you see a lot of?
Listen, you're going to see a little bit of everything here. You'll see combos including tinkering into Blightsteel Colossus very, very early. You'll see milling someone out with Painter Servant Grindstone combo.
I mean, you're going to see all kinds of tribal decks, everything from elves to rogues to soldiers to 5-color slivers. You're going to see mono-red burn decks. You're going to see counter burn decks. You're going to see, tap out blue tempo extra turns. Like, if you can think of a powerful deck from a format that you enjoyed, somebody has built it and made it work. I made mill work at one point in a 100-card format, so anybody can do anything.
And even beyond that, outside of the normal power cards and stuff like that, this format really encourages creativity in terms of going very deep into these sets. So if you're in a 100-card singleton and you want to kind of get a thematic thing, an Enchantress deck or a Resurrection deck, you start looking really, really deep, and all of a sudden cards that ordinarily wouldn't see play rise to the surface simply for their repetition value in your deck.
And their variety. I mean, you have to create redundancy when there otherwise wouldn't be. So if Demonic Tutor is only going to be in one deck and Vampiric Tutor is only going to be in one deck, you're going to have to start getting really, really clever, building your deck to take advantage of Tainted Pact, or you're going to have to play Personal Tutor, or there's all kinds of weird tutors that see play in some formats that you will make work in Highlander Gauntlet.
You'll have to deal with Transmogrifying Wand.
Yes, Eric plays it, and it's good. I played Evolution Charm in one of my decks for 5 years.
And listen, this is a format where you can play those cards, and it's not just a net deck, here's the best cards, here's the solution. Everything is on the table with this.
Yeah, so it's super fun. If you like deck building, you will absolutely love it. Go to HighlanderGauntlet.com for more information. Obviously, as one of the hosts of the Masters of Modern podcast, Alex and I have talked about this before. We will continue to talk about it to create more content. There'll be a full podcast episode coming up in preparation for the tournament in Vegas. You guys can obviously just send a message to the MMCast or me personally at Ben Bateman Media on Twitter. And finally, get excited, guys. Get excited for Vegas. It's going to be an unbelievable tournament. We can't wait.
Get to building. It's so much fun. You have almost as much fun away from the table as you do at the table. So really excited to see what you guys come up with.
All right, guys. We'll see you in Vegas.